Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's fourth video. We're going to have a look at the weather for the next 10 to 14 days for today's fourth video. So day 10 will take us to around the 11th of April. We'll be able to extend out beyond that. We'll study GFS and ECM ensembles. We're going to try a couple of weeks. Going to have a look at the CFSV2 at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks. That's going to be like an April look at. I shall get on that for you very shortly. It's a crazy day of updates today. So we started off at 7 AM with our 7 AM upload, just having a look at weather for the next 2 or 3 days, so check that out. Very nice quick forecast. Also we released an Easter update, the final Easter update, and also European Outlook. The sound quality of European Outlook is not the best, unfortunately. The screen recorder defaulted back to the webcam microphone, so sorry about that. We are using the main microphone for this one. I have checked before I started. Check out all of today's videos if you'd like to do that. I've got Terry Scully's April forecast coming up for you later on this evening. So yeah, it's a busy old day at GavsWeatherVids. It's just one of those days where everything has come together in one day. Right, so the Just Giving page. I'm doing a live stream with Savvy tomorrow after 10 PM. Gav and Sav live. We're going to be raising money for the Warwickshire and Northamptonshire Air Ambulance. The Just Giving page is now up to £264. Absolutely incredible amount of money raised already. Thank you so much, everybody, for your donations. If you would like to give a donation to Warwickshire and Northamptonshire Air Ambulances, of course, it means a lot to me, and I'll be going over that much more in the live stream tomorrow. But if you'd like to give a donation to the Warwickshire and Northamptonshire Air Ambulance, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, everybody, for all of the support and all of the donations. Absolutely amazing and incredible. As I said, we'll be live streaming with Savvy tomorrow from 10 PM or after 10 PM in the evening, and it's not going to be a weather stream. It's just going to be having a chat, having a laugh, and everybody will be invited within the live chat as well, and we'll be interactive, and it's going to be absolutely great. And as I say, we'll be trying to raise as much money as we possibly can for the air ambulance. So thank you so much to each and every one of you for all of the support, and we'll see you live after 10 PM tomorrow night. Thank you so much, everybody. Right, so central temperature is in. The CT is in. This is the CT page. GavsWeatherVids is going all the way back to 1659. It's the longest and oldest reliable temperature record anywhere on Earth. Although, of course, further back you go, the more unreliable it gets. Let's scroll down through the centuries of decades. And we come down to 2021. Here it is, just here. So you see that March 2021 came out. They confirmed at CET of 7.2, which means that it was mild and average against both of our temperature averages, substantially, very significantly mild and average set against 61 to 1990, where the March average is 5.7. Even mild and average set against 81 to 2010. As well, which is has an average of 6.6. So yeah, quite a significantly milder than average March, getting the spring off to a pretty mild note as well. Not as mild as March 2019, though. That had a CT of 7.8, but milder than 2020, had a CT of 6.7, and nowhere near as mild as 2017, had a March CT of 8.7. So our mildest March was just 2 years, not particularly noteworthy, but yeah, rather mild and average month, following on from February, which was quite a mild month as well, even though it contained the coldest week of the winter. And following on from January, I should say, which was colder than average. So January is colder than average. February and March both mild and average. We wait, of course, to see what April has in store for us just here. Certainly going to be a cold start to April. This is how the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles looking in the next couple of weeks. Red line's a 30-year upper air temperature average for London. We're looking at London today, so starting off milder than average in London at the moment. We're going to be seeing the temperatures dropping, though, over the next few days, but still a little bit above average with the upper air temperatures. But later on in the Easter weekend, we've been highlighting this, of course, in the videos over the past week. Get to Easter Monday, we're going to have a big drop in the temperature, going to become much colder through the early part of next week, with temperatures going, upper air temperatures and surface temperatures going significantly below average. And these cold and average temperatures are going to last through to the second week of April as well. There may be a bit of a recovery in the upper air temperatures as we run up towards the middle part of the month, but no sign really that we get back to like the sort of levels we have been at, certainly not before the middle of April. So becoming a lot colder is the main story. Precipitation-wise, going to be a lot of dry weather over the next 4 or 5 days. I mean, it will gradually start to turn more unsettled as we go later on through the first week of April into the second week of April. There will be showers, longer spells of rain. Of course, as it's going to be cold, there could not only be rain, but also sleet and snow, hail, thunder, lightning could be involved in all of that as well. So next week going to be a very, very active week's weather. Any snow is going to be particularly in the north, of course, and over high ground. But 1 or 2 areas further south might get a bit of a surprise. Temperature anomalies from the 1st through to the 9th of April going to be colder than average, not just the UK, but through most parts of northern and Western Europe. Precipitation anomalies from the 1st through to the 9th of April going to be a bit wetter than average in northern Scotland. Otherwise, most areas looking drier than average. Latest wind flow map from earthnullschool.net shows that east-northeasters have broken through. It's a cooler wind direction, so temperatures have already turned colder or cooler anyway compared to like last couple of days down in the south, and this cooling trend will intensify later on in the Easter weekend. Here's how the UK Met is looking for Sunday. High pressure reaching into the country on Sunday should keep most areas dry, but a cold front will sweep in from the north. It's on the allegation, the ice barges here. This cold front will sweep in from the north and turn the wind properly northerly. So as we get through to midnight on Easter Monday, a real northerly blast taking place across western parts of Europe. This cold front will be sweeping through the country, and behind it we open the door to proper Arctic winds. We've been talking about it in the videos over the past few days. Arctic northerlies descending down across the UK and Ireland too, becoming really cold. Really cold time of year. Tuesday, we're midnight on Tuesday, we're in a proper northerly blast, therefore, so it will be cold. There'll be snow showers in the north, wintry showers around eastern coastal areas as well. That wind really is going to feel quite bitter for the time of the year. Into Wednesday, which is as far as we go with the UK Met, Wednesday 7th of April, we find the wind backing into west. So it will become a little bit less cold, but low pressure will bring longer spells of rain and possibly with some hill snow mixed in further north. Let's pick things up with the GFS. This is how the GFS looks for Sunday. Again, high pressure ridging in across many parts of the country, giving particularly England and Wales a mainly dry Easter Sunday, and not too bad with the temperature. The cold front coming in from the northwest, though, will open the door to those Arctic winds. By the time we get through to Easter Monday, the cold front is sweeping down across England and Wales, and behind it, that's when the northerly wind really does blast through. Look at those upper air temperatures, 6 AM on Easter Monday, -10 Celsius ice firm pushing through Scotland, Ireland, northern England, getting in towards North Wales as well. -5 Celsius ice firm getting down across some parts of England. This is very unusual to get -10 through the country like that in April. So it is an unusually cold northerly this. We go through to Tuesday, and again we're still in this cold and unstable and showery northerly wind. Look how far south the -10 Celsius ice firm is at 6 AM on Tuesday, all the way down towards southern parts of England at -10 Celsius ice firm. Very, very, very unusual. Wednesday, we're still cold with those northerly winds. There's an area of low pressure that's developing around Iceland as well. Now, what happens with this low pressure is that it develops and sweeps in from off the North Atlantic, bringing slightly less cold air as wind backs around to the west, so it won't be particularly mild, but what it will do, it will bring wet and windy weather across the country, and there could be hill snow mixed in the north as well. I mean, as that low pressure pushes through, by the end of next week, we remove a northerly. Look at this, low pressure dives into the North Sea, winds back round into the north, and we get another northerly plunge at the end of next week. Probably won't be as cold as the one coming up later on in the Easter weekend, but nevertheless, -10 Celsius ice firm is approaching northern parts of Scotland once again. So another northerly blast as we go through to the end of next week and into the second weekend of April, with high pressure out to our west, and again pulling in those cold northerly winds. So the first 10 days of April are going to be appreciably colder than average. Now, as we get to day 10, we start to find this ridge of high pressure building in off the Atlantic, and that starts to bat the wind around to the west. So by day 10, 11th of April, we might just be starting to introduce something a little bit milder from off the Atlantic, and then that takes into a much milder spell as we run up towards the middle part of April. Look at this, high pressure centres over to the south of the country. We start to pull up much milder winds from the Atlantic, so turning dry and milder, and even when you say warmer, as we move towards the middle of April, back into spring weather as we get into the middle part of the month. This is the precipitation type forecast based on that GFS run from the Weather Outlook. So again, we're talking about lots of dry weather coming up over the next few days until this cold front sweeps in on Sunday, and that brings this band of rain, could be some snow mixed in across the northern part of the country during the course of each Sunday afternoon, and then that cold front sweeps southwards. Again, it's a suggestion, even in the south, could be a little bit wintry weather along that cold front. It sweeps southwards, and then we open the door to those Arctic northerly winds blasting in from the pole, and bring lots of snow showers to northern, eastern and some western parts of the country as well as we go through Easter Monday. There could be some coming inland too, but they'll be primarily in the north and around those coastal areas. Tuesday, again, showers going widespread. They're wintry showers, rain, hail, sleet, snow, hail, thunder, lightning, you name it. It could all be going on with those showers as the cold upper air temperatures combine with the ever strengthening April sunshine. Into Wednesday, there's more wintry potential here, so GFS really going to town on these wintry showers through the early part of next week. And then through Thursday, we bring that more general area of rain in off the Atlantic before we renew the northerly and pull cold air back in from the north through Friday, the end of next week, this time next week or week tomorrow. We renew the northerly and yeah, lots of heavy wintry showers packing back in from the north on those northerly winds once again. So you get the idea, almost anywhere could get some flakes of snow in the next few days, but primarily, of course, for more northern areas. By day 10, we're just beginning to go milder, and it all starts shifting back towards rain once again. This is how Icon, so I've got the GEM for you today. This is how Icon is looking. So this is high-res model from the DWD. Again, high pressure pushing into the country on Easter Sunday. Keeps many of us dry, but as we go later into Easter Sunday, into Easter Monday, cold front will sweep southwards and pull in at those Arctic northerly winds. There comes my 10 Celsius ice firm there at midnight on Easter Monday, blasting in from the north, and by the time we get through to Monday itself and midnight on Tuesday, we are all in this run of very, very cold northerly winds. Follow the isobars back, originates from a long way north and is plunging southwards across the UK and Western Europe. Has 10 Celsius iceberg there in across Scotland. It's a cold and unstable air mass. That takes us through into Wednesday. Low pressure developing around Iceland on Wednesday. That one will start to drop southeastwards, brings outbreaks of rain, maybe some slightly less cold air as well for a time around middle of next week before it pushes off into the North Sea. And once again, we renew that northerly. So as we get to 180 hours, as far as we go to with Icon, we're back in the northerly, and we're looking cold and potentially rather wintry once again, especially in the north and over high ground. ECM looks like this. Again, we've got this high pressure ridging in from the Atlantic into west of Europe for tomorrow, for Sunday I should say. High pressure ridging in from the Atlantic on Easter Sunday. Again, there's the cold front just there, starting to head southwards as we get through to Easter Monday. Yes, we've opened the door to those cold northern winds across the whole country. Cold front then is through here at midnight on Easter Monday. So clearly those northern winds are blasting through. My 10 Celsius ice firm is into the northern half of the country, all in minus 10. On Tuesday, really cold with snow showers in the north, wintry showers around coast areas. There could be wintry showers almost anywhere, really, through the early part of next week. Stays cold into Wednesday with those northerly winds as well. And then this low pressure develops to the north of Scotland, bringing a further bout of wet weather across the country. And as that low pressure pushes into the North Sea, again, the wind backs round to the north. So we renew the northerly with the ECM as well at the end of next week. Another northerly blast taking us into a second weekend of April, 10th and 11th of April, looking cold with those northerly winds through. Once again, pretty cold with the ECM all the way up to day 10. visibly precipitation type forecast based on that ECM run from Meteo.com. So a lot of dry weather till we get to Easter Sunday. And then Easter Sunday we do push in this cold front from the north. Behind that, of course, everything turns to snow across Scotland. The showers turn to snow across Scotland behind this band of rain. The rain plunges southwards. Nowhere near as much sleet and snow along that cold front as the GFS suggests with the ECM, but the cold front plunges southwards as we go, through Sunday into Monday, and then by Monday we're all in these northerly winds with snow showers across Scotland, wintry showers running around these western and eastern coast areas, some even developing inland as well. That takes us into Tuesday. Again, more wintry showers likely, particularly around coastal areas. Some of them could develop inland too. Then sort of to rain with this next low coming in on Thursday next week. So that brings wet weather in off the Atlantic. But as that clears, we sort of open the door back to those northerly winds. So the showers turn readily to snow once again in the north as we get through into Friday next week, and then into the second weekend of April, like the 10th and 11th of April. It stays cold, really. Winds continue to be from the north, bringing further potential wintry conditions. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensemble today for day 10. Gets us to the 11th of April, or this is the option on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10, getting us to the 11th of April. 51 out of 51 members of the ECM ensembles with a mid-Atlantic ridge going up towards Greenland, combined with a trough of low pressure over to the eastern country, going to be cold and unsettled, therefore, at day 10, with low pressure combining with northerly winds. In 2 weeks' time, though, looking a little bit better. This is the 16th of April. Again, 51 out of 51 members of the ECM ensemble, suggesting high pressure building over France, which will pull the wind up from the west or from the southwest. So by mid-month, we could well be turning milder, if that is correct, and spring sort of resumes. CFSV2 finally, so these are 500 millibar heights broken down to week periods. The first week period takes us from the 1st through to the 7th of April. The coming week we'll have above average heights, high pressure just to our west, and around that high pressure we'll be pulling in winds from the north, of course, so it will be turning colder in the coming days. Week 2 is going to be the 8th through to the 14th of April. High pressure around Greenland in the North Atlantic, low pressure to our south, and we're on the cold side, but jet stream that as well. So looking unsettled and cold in week 2. Week 3 sees a recovery. This is the 15th to 21st of April. Low pressure comes back to Greenland, Iceland. The high pressure develops from the Azores into southern and southwest Europe. Winds go back into the west. Probably quite unsettled, probably showery, April showers, traditional weather for April, but milder, with winds back in off the Atlantic. And then it carries on for week 4, which is the 22nd to 28th of April. Again, high pressure to our southwest, low pressure to our northwest, and in come those milder westerly winds. So the second half of April could recover things after a cold first half to the month. Right, if you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to see future weather content. If you do that, don't forget to tell your friends and family to subscribe as well. Thank you so much, everybody. And drop a comment. Let us know what you think about this and all of our videos. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. So it's still all on course. You know, this Easter cold wave, cold blast, still on course. Northerly winds and an increasing risk of snow as we go into Easter, Easter Sunday for like Scotland, but for the rest of us on Easter Monday. And then next week looking pretty cold and unsettled through most of the week, with further showers, longer spells of rain, sleet, snow, hail, thunder, lightning could all be mixed in as well next week. But the main theme, of course, will be the cold temperatures through most of next week. And probably a risk of night frost as well, where skies are clear. So farmers and growers, watch out for that. Right, that's it then for this video. Now, we're not done for today's video, so one more coming up this evening. That's going to be Terry Scoller's April forecast, and we'll have that up for you later on this evening, as I say. For this video, though, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.